Hello. Can I interrupt you for a second? Can you just stop doing everything you're doing? Because I have something I have to share with you today, and it's about being interrupted. Curious what that is? Do you know what you got to do? You got to stay listening, and trust me, if you don't watch this video, you might miss something that you were supposed to hear today. Okay? Because I'm not a distraction. I might be exactly what you needed today. So stay listening. That fun story, that truth is coming up next. Hey, thanks for staying clicked in and letting me interrupt your day. I have a very, very amazing affirmation that right now, if you're troubled or struggling in any way with anything that you're doing, let's say you're going to a job that's just not bringing you joy right now, or with the whole crisis, you're challenged by the way in which you need to do your job. There's this beautiful intention or prayer, depends on what language you use, that I'm going to share with you today that I promise you, I make these bold statements, don't I? But I do promise you that if you say this on your way to work, you'll have an experience like I had, and I'm going to share that story with you today. So are you ready for it? Dun, dun, dun. If you're challenged, you're on your way to work, you get up in the morning, you don't want to go, this is all you need to say. You need to say this. Dear God, whomever you pray to, remind me today why I love my life. Remind me today why I love my job. Remind me today why I love my family. Whatever it is that you are struggling with, if you ask God to remind you why you love it, you'll be amazed at what happens. Are you ready for my story and my story of interruption? Here we go. I'm trying to sleep one night and my cell phone is going nuts because my new boss is sending me all the things that he wants me to get right into work the next day and send him, which are all these spreadsheets and all these things that he had to measure. Bah! Not why I love my job, okay? And I'm on my way to work and I'm stressed out, so I said that little prayer. I get into work, I gather my team together, I'm trying to set up some good boundaries for the day so I could get my workload done. I call my team together and I go, look, I need 1 hour. So-and-so's asking for 6 different spreadsheets this time to Sunday, and I need to get this work done. And if I could have 1 hour uninterrupted, I could get this done and I'll be everyone's for the rest of the day. So hold off anybody that comes in looking for me. Okay. I am sitting in my desk. Everybody knows, they're all on alert. I start to dig into my paperwork and I get my Excel pulled up and I'm starting to bank out these sheets that I needed to report back to my new boss. And all of a sudden, don't I get the little buzzer on my phone?
Jean, George is here to see you and he says it has to be you.
It's one of my favorite elderly clients who comes in more to talk than he does to do business, but he's coming in to see me today. So I pop my head out the door and I tell George that I'm in the middle of getting ready for a big project and does he mind if he could sit with someone else today? And he insists it has to be me. A deep breath. I brought the client in, closed the door. The girls are all like behind him going, I'm sorry, you know where this is going. Push my work to the side. We started our normal conversation. I start doing the paperwork, and don't I uncover within the first 3 minutes of working with George that it's his birthday. So I'm all excited that I get to wish him a happy birthday. He's 95. How did he get here? I asked him. He said his son was out in the car, was a little upset with him because he had to leave work and take him to the doctor's office. And so his son's in the car making more calls and he's to hurry. So I run out to get the work that I needed from the teller line to support George. And on my way out, I tell my staff that it is his birthday and I'm all excited and that when we come out of the office to make sure that we all sing him happy birthday. So we finish our transaction. I'm escorting George to the lobby. open the door. My whole team breaks out in this beautiful happy birthday. Everyone's singing. George starts to cry. At that same moment, his son is coming down from the lobby, turning off his cell phone and coming back to pick up his father. And the father is just in tears. And so I acknowledge him. Oh my God, I didn't mean to make you cry. I wanted to make you happy. I'm so sorry. This is so upsetting to you today. And he took a deep breath and he said, what makes me sad is that, and he points to his son and he goes, did you know it was my birthday today? And the son's mouth just kind of dropped. So there's so much in there. There's so much awareness to how busy we get in our day to look at the things that really matter and those opportunities that we get to serve and really do the work that we want to do, which is, why are you in the job you're in right now? Why are you in the family you're in? Why are you in the situation you're in, right? If you are troubled right now and you say this prayer and you don't get that to turn around, or at least it's not shown to you why you're in that job, I was taught a beautiful lesson that day that it wasn't about the spreadsheets that I needed to get. And I'm not saying that's not important. Do what your boss asked you to do. But that's not the joy. That's not remind me why I love my job. Why I love my job is to be of service to others. So hopefully I've inspired you. I've made you think about the way you deal with those interruptions that come in the day, how those people who are showing up, it depends on what you're asking for, right? If you're asking for more love, asking for more light, and then an interruption takes place, pay close attention. It might not be an interruption at all. In fact, it could be your prayers being answered. Oh, I love that story. It's very emotional to remember too. Hope you enjoyed it. Other videos like this coming out soon. I appreciate you. I appreciate the audience. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. It really does help me get my message out to more people, and that is ultimately my goal. See you next video.
Excuse me, Jean, your boss is on line 2.